The Bible says, believe the Lord your God, right? Believe this. Every time you address a prophet, you attach God to it. Because every prophet is sent by a God. Am I still talking to someone here?
Yes, sir.
Every prophet that speaketh is an oracle of some spirit. So Moses was not ordinary. Moses was not one of the Israelites. Moses was not just, come on, let me tell you someone. You might be in church, you might be amongst men, but you can be a God to men. Oh my God, I wish that makes sense. He was leading the people of God, but he was not like them. That was when he got to a point where God was talking about him. He said, there is no man like him. He said, he is the only man I speak with face to face, as a man speaketh to his friend. Why? Because it takes gods to sit together to discuss. Psalms 82 and verse 1. It takes gods to do what?
Sit together.
To sit together. Psalm 82 and verse 1. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty, and he judgeth among the gods. The gods here is a small g, right? But this one stands and he is sitting. Can I pray for someone? May you become privileged to operate where God operates from. Hey, may you be privileged to sit where God operates. May you be privileged to operate. I'm tired of the ordinary living. I'm tired of the normal living. I'm tired of being like everyone present in church. How many of us are tired of being like everyone that comes to church? How many of us are tired of the kind of experience everyone is having? The same experience of the unbeliever is the same experience of the believer. There is no disparity. How many of us have discovered that we live in a generation where what a believer is experiencing is the same thing an unbeliever is experiencing? There seems to be no difference between the born again. The unbeliever is struggling with sin, and the believer is also struggling with sin. And I say preaching to someone here, the unbeliever is struggling with poverty, and the believer is still struggling with poverty. There seems to be no difference between the righteous and the wicked. The unbeliever is sometimes the unbelievers are better. There seems to be no difference. The unbeliever is sick, and the one in church is also sick. Is that I'm still not preaching to everyone. They are having the same experience. They are going through the same process. The unbeliever will lose their job, and the believer will lose his job. But can I tell you something? A God cannot lose a job. If you want to fire me, I fire you. A job is an iron of course I can fire. I declare to someone here in 2021, 22, become a God to everything you see, everywhere you go, every situation of your life. Become a God. I am a second Matea. I take a leap of my yonder. I declare to someone, may you operate as a God. May you operate as a God. May you function as a God. May you function as a God. In the capacity of a God. And the capacity of a God. Lift your hands and gonna stop. This is gonna stop. Come on. Come on, my God. Look at this. Look at this. Deliver the poor and the needy. Now that all of them are just going through the same cycle, right? Deliver the poor and the needy. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Defend the poor and the fatherless. Come on, let's say, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. So even the righteous is still under the clutches of, am I still preaching here? Still oppressed by the wicked. He said they know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness. They are born again, but they are still walking in darkness. They are calling God, but they are still experiencing poverty and shame. All the foundation of the earth are out of course. Things are not in place. And then he said, I have said, ye are gods. Ye are gods. And all of you are children of the Most High God. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. You are poor like them. You are poor like them. You are sick like them. You are failure like them. You are struggling like them. You are dying of accident. Yet you are God's. Why? Because you are still operating in the kingdom of heaven. I'm not translated to the kingdom of God. Lift your hands and say, Lord, I'm tired of being like the unbeliever, of seeing the same experience. Get ready to be different. You cannot go through poverty. Lift your voice. You cannot go through poverty. A God cannot be poor. I say a God. I wish I could preach this out. A God cannot be poor. A God cannot be sick. Can I preach to you now? A God cannot fail. You are hearing me. A God cannot be limited. Lift your hands and say, Lord, I'm a God on this earth. I operate as a God on this earth.